I think the problem here is the people who have the skills and want to be creative and make TV shows and make things and videos and stuff have no interest in working for the BBC. Hi, it's me again, and BBC boss Tim Davie thinks there is a profound lack of skills in the creative industries. I tend to disagree personally. Let's take a look at this story. Speaking at the Creative Cities Convention, Mr Davie said he would like to do more in creating apprenticeship programmes to ensure people have the skills to work in the sector. He made the comments during an event with broadcaster Kirsty Walk, where he discussed the BBC's plans to shift some of its operations outside of London. Mr Davie said there is absolutely no doubt we have profound skills shortages in the creative industries, adding, "Today I've been talking to people about some of the skills shortages, technical skills, production, accounting, all the various things in my sector you need to get production underway." He added the BBC obviously need to have its own apprenticeship training programmes to ensure it has a workforce that can meet its needs. In its 2021 to 23 plan, the BBC previously said it will give a significant boost to the number of apprenticeships offered each year. Well, there you go. Old Tim reckons he's struggling to get the creative talent he needs to create the stuff the BBC wants to create. So he's going to make loads of apprenticeships programmes to get the kids in, to get them trained up to make the programmes. But I don't think there is a shortage in the creative industry at all. I don't think there's ever been more people capable of working in the creative industries. So why does Tim want to make loads of apprenticeship programmes? Well, apprentices work very cheap, don't they? You get a member of staff in the team getting paid a lot less than other members of staff in the team. And there's government incentives and all things like that for apprenticeships. So they're cheap. They're very, very cheap. But there is no lack of skills at all in the creative industry. I think the problem here is the people who have the skills and want to be creative and make TV shows and make things and videos and stuff have no interest in working for the BBC. I mean, look at YouTube, for instance. Loads of kids on here are making fortunes, getting millions of views on videos. They have creative skills. They're very, very, very good indeed. I mean, you've only got to look at some of the YouTube channels like, hang on. Sorry, I had to look in my bookmarks for a second there. I forgot their names. But you only have to look at YouTube channels like Mustard or Curious Droid. Silly names, granted. I'll put the links below. Take a look. They make the most amazing documentaries. And also things like Film Theory, for instance, is a fantastic YouTube channel that does a lot of hard work to make their videos. And they're really, really creative. These people exist and they get millions of views and they make a lot of money. And they started off on their own in a bedroom with a camera, a computer and a microphone. They are creative people. The talent is out there. There's tons and tons and tons of talent out there. But why would you want to work for the BBC as an apprentice when you can use your talents to create something that you own everything about and you can monetize it yourself? Why work for the BBC when you could be put on working on EastEnders or something? Where's your passion there? You know, the young talent that wants to work in the creative industry wants to be responsible for their own output. They want to work on YouTube, they want to work on Twitch. That way they can make stuff they are completely passionate about, that they completely own, and they make every penny from. Rather than work for the BBC, I don't know, what would they earn in the BBC if he was like a producer or something like that? 80, 90k, something like that? Sounds about right, doesn't it? I don't know for sure, but let's say 80, 90k. You know, some YouTubers make that a month. So why go and work for the BBC? You've got to make stuff you might not want to make, and you don't own it, and you're not getting paid very much. Where you can make stuff you're passionate about from your own home, make a fortune. The kids out there are more creative than they've ever been. They've got more outlets for creativity. They just don't want to work for the BBC. And it's not just the BBC's problem. This goes right across the board, because who used to want to work in the creative industries graduated towards the BBC, but now the pool of people that want to work in the creative industries and make TV shows and make documentaries and things, BBC's not going to be their first choice, is it? They want to go to something like Netflix. And there's so many streaming services and so many TV channels now that the pool of talent that wants to do it is stretched much thinner than usual. Isn't it? That's what I think. Anyway, I mean, you only got to look at like the Netflix documentary, My Octopus Teacher, which I watched, quite good actually. And that was made by one bloke. All right, granted he was a filmmaker, but it was made by one bloke and he sold it to Netflix for a lot of money, and it became one of the top 10 on Netflix for a while. It was really, really good. Quite watchable. Have a look if you haven't seen it. Now, why would he want to go to the BBC and work for 80, 90 grand when he can make projects that he's passionate about and sell them to streaming services for a lot more money? And he might get royalties and stuff. I don't know what deal he would have got. But this is the thing. No kids want to go and work for a TV channel. They want to be responsible for their own output. They want to work on Twitch. They want to work on YouTube. They want to work on Instagram. And the best way, I think, for the BBC to get a leg up above the other channels and the other streaming services is start talking to independent creators from YouTube and Twitch and get them to make some shows. Like BBC Three would be perfect for that, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? That'd be so good. Why don't they do something like that rather than bringing in kids and underpaying them or giving them the training they need and then the kid will fuck off and go and work for Netflix? Don't know. What do you think? What do you think is the answer to this? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Leave me a comment below. We'll have a bit of a chat about it. And I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.